Kevin Costner. Steve.
Waterworld.
Yes, it was Waterworld.
Boy, 2 flops in a span of 2 years there.
Right. He was a big part
apart.
of both of those movies. He was a producer in Waterworld as well. So he kind of.
I heard that Waterworld was a decent movie, though.
I loved it.
It's just that nobody saw it. Oh, really?
Yeah. Nobody saw it in the US, but overseas it did very well. But here I saw it in the theaters. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, but it goes down as one of the biggest flops of all time.
We're back. Friday edition of the Donna and Steve Show on myTalk 1071. Everything entertainment. Let us play.
Time to go to college.
It's time to attend the College of Pop Culture Knowledge.
It's like quiz ball.
3 trivia questions to find out who's smarter. Donna?
Donna's a smart one.
Or Steve?
His brain ain't right, but it's fun.
And here's your host. I am Grant.
I want to see how smart you are.
Well, let's get set here for another edition of the College of Pop Culture Knowledge. And today we have Cathy on the phone with us from Blaine. How you doing, Cathy?
Great.
Great.
Hi, Cathy.
Hey, K Bone. Or is it Cathy with a C or a K?
Hey, Steve.
How do you feel about the K, Cathy's?
Are you an I or a Y?
Why?
I went with K.
Oh.
That's all right.
I went with
That's
K.
all right.
That's okay. Well, we are excited to have you play with us today. Yesterday, we did, in honor of the Oscars this weekend, we did Best Pictures. And today, you can play with either Donna or Steve. And our topic is biggest movie flops. Got the Oscars theme this week, so we're going to go with biggest movie flops. Now, there's a lot of them, but we've got some direction here we can go. So do you want to play with Donna or Steve today, Cathy?
I'll go with Steve.
Oh,
Okay, buddy.
See you later, Donna.
Bye, Donna.
All right, Cathy. Now listen along because yesterday was difficult, and I do think that I could need some assistance here. So make sure you're listening along closely. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Cathy.
Okay, let's go.
Oh,
Kevin Costner produced, directed, and starred in this 1997 post-apocalyptic action-adventure film that grossed only $20 million worldwide. His character dressed in a postman's uniform and mailbag, and he leads a group of survivors claiming to be from a newly restored U.S. government. What is this movie?
I think it's Waterworld.
The movie Cutthroat Island was released in 1995 and lost an estimated $121 million at the box office. Can you give me one of the cast members?
What's the name of the movie?
Cutthroat Island.
No. Help me, Cathy.
The 2001 movie Town and Country lost an estimated $134 million and starred Warren Beatty. Can you give me one of the female leads in the movie? There are multiple possibilities.
I'm going to say Annette Bening, just for kicks and giggles. I don't feel good about anything.
Well, we've got help here for you. That's why you've got Cathy. Cathy, can you help him out in anything here? We've got the first question was Kevin Costner produced and directed and starred in a movie in 1997 where he is dressed in a postman's uniform and mailbag and leads a group of survivors claiming to be from a newly restored U.S. government. What is this movie? He said,
I think that is Waterworld.
Okay.
Okay, crap.
And then,
okay.
Steve, you can change too if you want. We've given the ability for you
I don't know
to
if
interject.
Is it a movie called The Postman?
You guys have to just once you determine what you want to do, you guys can go with it.
Cathy, do you feel like that's a movie that he was in called I'm thrown by the post office uniform. Waterworld, I feel like was a different. It was a bomb, but I feel like it was a different kind of a movie where he was out there on the water in a boat. It was an action movie. The Postman.
I thought that one was Waterworld for some odd reason.
Oh, crap.
Steve, you can go with whatever one you want, buddy.
Yeah, I don't remember any Postman movie with Kevin Costner.
All right, we're gonna go with Waterworld because I think Donna's gonna say that too.
Okay, and can you give us any character from the movie Cutthroat Island that was released in 1995? Steve gave us nothing. Can you give me anybody?
I don't remember Cutthroat Island at all because it was such a bomb, obviously.
Yep. It was 121 million loss. And lastly, Town and Country. Did you see that movie?
No.
Okay, so you could. There was three or four female leads in that
Cathy,
movie.
we're the dream team together.
I think maybe Diane Keaton.
All right, we'll go Diane Keaton.
All righty, let's get Donna back.
All right, bring
here.
Donna in. D word.
Good coming back there, Cathy. Nice job.
All right, Donna, come on back. Here she comes. Come on back, D-Bone.
Hey, man.
All righty, here comes
I'm
Donna.
D-Bone.
Ooh, this was difficult
Oh,
for me.
really?
This
Donna.
one was
Okay.
this one. I knew this would be tough, but Fridays can be tough. We can make Fridays a little harder than the
You've
rest
got
of
a
the week.
shortcut to success here, my friend.
All right, Donna. Donna, you ready to go?
Yes.
Kevin Costner produced and directed and starred in this 1997 post-apocalyptic action-adventure film. It only grossed $20 million worldwide.
Yeah, go ahead.
His character dressed in a postman's uniform and mailbag and leads a group of survivors claiming to be from the newly restored U.S. government. What is this movie?
I think it's Waterworld.
The movie Cutthroat Island was released in 1995 and lost $121 million at the box office. Can you give me at least one of the cast members?
Yeah, the guy who played Jim Morrison in The Doors. His name is Val Kilmer.
The 2001 movie Town and Country lost $134 million, and it starred Warren Beatty. Can you give me one of the other female leads in this movie?
Town and Country, what year?
2001.
I'm just going to say Annette Bening because I can't think of anybody. Bye.
That's who I said two
Wow.
at first, but then we changed it.
Oh, you
Yes.
did.
Okay, Steve, the first question, and you're going to hate yourself for this
Is
one.
it the Postman?
It was the Postman. It was a 1997 post-apocalyptic. That's why I put Postman's uniform. You were going there with it. So, Cathy, you guys both went with Waterworld. So, and Donna, all three of you went with it. So there was a 0 on that one for all three of you.
Cathy.
As for the movie Cutthroat Island, I have to double check to see if Val Kilmer was in that
Leonardo
movie.
DiCaprio.
Thank you, because I don't believe he was in there. So that is a 0 because Steve didn't get anybody from that one. So it comes down to the last one here. And you know what, Cathy, you can give yourself a huge pat on the back because Diane Keaton was, in fact, the other main lead role.
Wow.
And it got you the victory because Donna and Steve couldn't get any of those questions.
Darn
Nice
it.
job, Cathy.
Wow, Cathy, you get to feel the full weight of success there because I
Thank you.
could not have done that without you. My guess was Annette Bening too, Donna, and then she switched it to Diane Keaton.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes.
Good job.
Wow.
Nice job. So you got yourself a myTalk t-shirt, and congratulations.
Oh, man.
Do you have any song requests? Anything you'd like me to play you for your victory?
I'm just so excited I could just cry.
Oh,
good,
this is
Cathy. Have a
wonderful.
great weekend.
Thanks, you guys too.
Bye.
Stay on hold, please.
Can we have the tiebreaker for funsies?
Yes, this should be fun. This major movie flop from 1995 also starred Kevin Costner. Steve.
Waterworld.
Yes, it was Waterworld.
Boy, 2 flops in a span of 2 years there.
Right. He was a
years
big part of both of those movies. He was a
Yeah.
producer in Waterworld as well. So he kind of.
I heard that Waterworld was a decent movie, though.
I loved
It's just
it.
that nobody saw it. Oh, really?
Yeah. Nobody saw it in the US, but overseas it did very well. But here I saw it in the theaters. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, but it goes down as one of the
Wow.
biggest flops of all time. I love it.
Interessante.
I would always think of that when people talked about Westworld. Waterworld always comes to my mind. I have no idea what Westworld looks like.
Oh,
The
that-
show.
Oh.
But
Westworld is
Waterworld
like
comes to mind.
Jurassic Park with like a Western theme
Yes. Yes.
and
Good call.
robots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good description there, Donna.
Thanks, guys.
Donna,
I
good
know
job. What's
stuff.
the score in this
I
game?
don't worry about
I
it.
want to know it.
I don't want to know.
And then I'm playing a dramatic E minor right after.
44-32. Steve is in the leaders.
Oh! Thank you. Hey, you guys. Thanks for watching our hilarious video.
Hey, do us a favor, hit the like button and the subscribe button, and then it'll count as something that you did today. That's all for now.